Cary, North Carolina, just outside the state capital in Raleigh. Two more teams trying to capitalize on the dream of taking home the $1 million winner-take-all prize here at the soccer tournament. The knockout rounds continue. Conrad and Beasley United, Sneaky Fox FC battling here in the quarterfinals of TST. Both of these teams surviving group play, getting through with good wins in the round of 16. Newtown Pride FC already advancing, the first of the four semifinalists, and the winner of this one will play that team from Connecticut coming up in the semis. Hi there, Jason Knapp here alongside Warren Barton. Katie Witham will join us in a little bit. 4 games down, 3 wins to go for these two teams, chasing that one big prize at the end of it all.
Yeah, and I think you can just sense it in the air as I've come into the stadium and mixing with the fans and some of the players. There's a real tension. You know, we've just watched one of the games to get into the semi-final. There's a lot of familiar faces on both of these teams, so they're going to know each other very, very well. And it's going to be a very competitive game.
Yeah, 2 teams with big-time American ties, including Conrad Beasley United, Jimmy Conrad, DeMarcus Beasley, the U.S. legends, putting their name on this team, getting a lot of help from MLS friends.
Yeah, they are. Again, they've got a good foundation. It was a tough game against Wrexham that was one of the tournament favourites, and a lot of fans getting behind them, but they overcome that. They had a good game plan with their substitution, and Sneaky Fox are just getting in there, getting their job done, and they've got some outstanding players as well. Nick Raimondo is back in the roster as well, so I'm looking forward to see if he gets involved, but they've got an outstanding goalkeeper as well who plays for the Sockers.
Yeah, Sneaky Fox, the brainchild of 2013 MLS MVP Mike McGee. Thrilling finishes like last night for Conrad and Beasley United. The beauty of the restart for Ricardo Cavallo, hoping for more last goal magic as usual here at TST. Ready for our latest quarterfinal here at the soccer tournament. Conrad Beasley United, Sneaky Fox ready to go. For more on the matchup, downstairs to Katie Witham.
Well, Jason, earlier you and Warren mentioned so many Americans stepping onto the pitch. These are the only 2 teams left comprised of a lot of ex-MLSers. I spoke with Sneaky Fox head coach Mike McGee, who told me, I'm so glad we're both still here and finally get to face each other. He joked it proves once upon a time we were all actually pretty good. But he said when it comes to his guys, he's so proud of the defensive effort. You know, MLS veteran goalkeeper Nick Raimondo on the squad, unable to play, picked up a calf injury day 1. So it's been Chris Toth that's really stepped up. But alongside Nico Pereira and Chris Winger in the back, he said they've had such a calming presence. But when it comes to how this one's going to be won, he said it really is going to come down to who wants it more on the pitch.
A lot of jawing back and forth for these guys that knew each other, played against one another, with each other over the years. Again, the rules here in TST, it's 7-on-7, 20-minute halves, subs on the fly, no slide tackles, kick-ins instead of throw-ins. At the end of our 40 minutes, every game will end on a goal in target score time to give the losing team the opportunity to work its way back. Time now to look at our starting lineups brought to you by UFOS. There will be a lot of familiar faces in this game to fans of MLS and American soccer.
Yeah, but also a player to watch out for Sneaky Fox is Nick Pereira up front, number 10. He plays in the beach, the US national team. He's an indoor player as well. He's obviously got an eye for goal, got a couple in the last time out. Cavallio, number 11, he got that magnificent extra time winning goal from that sweet left foot. But I'm really excited about this game. I'm pumped up because the bragging rights and everything afterwards should be exciting.
Chris Toth in net for Sneaky Fox FC. Chris Kanopka will get the call for Conrad and Beasley United, which was the second team in Group F, 2-1 record in their 3 games of group play, and then got that win over the Wrexham Red Dragons 4-3 in the round of 16. And for Sneaky Fox FC, they have been Streaky Fox. 4 games, 4 wins thus far. Rolling on here to this quarterfinal matchup. Sneaky Fox here in the white, Conrad and Beasley United in the blue. Opportunity here on the edge. Joey Calistri played college soccer at Northwestern, battling there with Jimmy Conrad, who's down trying to gather himself.
Yeah, hopefully Jimmy's okay, because he had an excellent game against Wrexham, the way he was using all his experience. Tweak of his ankle as he just tried to get the ball round through, but just that little hobble, he should be fine.
And those maybe hurt a little bit more when you're 46 and decorated 13-year MLS career. Service to the box, headed out there by Alex DeJohn, a guy with big MLS ties. Conrad able to slide over, send it downfield. Again, these surfaces smaller, 65 yards, 45 yards. Again, the goal's a little bit smaller.
Are you making excuses for Jimmy just getting it out of play? Because he did a lot of that in his career. He made a living out of that.
Been fun to see how these players have adjusted in really 2.5 days time to get used to the dimensions and the rules and really start to showcase all of their skill.
Yeah, and the goalkeepers as well, with it coming out being an outfield player when you have the ball. You can just sense there's a little bit of shadow play at the moment, getting to know each other. As Katie rightly said, a lot of these guys have played together, played against each other for well over a decade. There's a lot of the knowing each other. And as I said, they just want to fill each other out, and then once they start to get into a rhythm and the style of play, one's going to be possession and one's going to go maybe a little bit more direct. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out throughout the game, but there's a nice little buzz in the air as well.
And as we've seen in target score time, potentially if you don't get to that target score, each team loses a player every 5 minutes you don't reach the target. The goalies become massive in their ability to distribute, pass, and even shoot. In fact, Chris Toth had a game-winning goal in group play for this team. Right now, doing his normal job of trying to handle his business in the back.
Clever little break again on that left-hand side. Getting players running in. That's the first opportunity they had. That'll feel good for Conrad's team and Beasley. They know they're going to be a little bit limited with the opportunities, and if they can take it. So that's a nice little bonus for them straight away to have the opportunity.
Played back for Toth. And one of those guys with great beach experience in the indoor game too. His long ball out of the range of his intended target, Pereira. National champion collegiately for the Gauchos of UCSB. And then powerhouse player in the indoor game and also on the beach.
In fact, I used to coach him as well in San Diego. So I've coached him, Nick, and his career's gone on that beach and becoming a legend in indoor soccer as well. This is a great lad. Speaking
of legends, how about Dwayne De Rosario has come up with 3 goals thus far in this tournament, recapturing some of the magic that made him a 4-time MLS champion at age 45.
And you never get tired of his celebration as well.
Had one of those against Wrexham in the round of 16 last night. Body taken down. Yeah, that's Hunter Gorski down. Working his way back up. We play on.
Yeah, Connor just with a little bit overzealous, but good refereeing. Just let the advantage go. Didn't need to stop the game. He's up, back playing.
Sent in, De Rosario trying to get that left foot unleashed.
And that's the thing with him. He can go left, he can go right. He's more than able to bring other people into the game. He's good from set pieces. We've seen that throughout his career as well.
Sneaky Fox on the attack, far side, pushed out there by Gorski. And check it, it'll belong here to Conrad and Beasley. Effort from Drew Connor, Chicago Fire Academy product. College time at Wisconsin, making a press down that right flank.
And I think this is the hottest day as well. The surface is magnificent. It's still kept in great condition, but the temperature's starting to rise, and you can see with one of the players just saying, calm it down, let's just get a touch of the ball. And this is something that I've noticed today, that the subs, it's not just one or two, there's multiple subs that are coming on, and they're using that time. And Holden's come in. A friend of mine, Stuart Holden, is his brother, number 11, so he'll be looking to play his part, getting on the ball now.
Hewitt Holden played it back. Nicholas Perea. Toth. Again, 5th game in 2.5 days for these teams. And potentially another one coming on this evening. If they can make it through to the semis and trying to get to that championship game tomorrow. 3 o'clock on CNBC. Near side, Ramon Palmer. 34-year-old with a boatload of experience in the indoor game. Sends it back near side, Holden. Edge of the box, opportunity not there. Cleared out by Conrad and Beasley United.
They just can't get hold of the ball at the moment. I mean, Conrad's team, DeMarcus Beasley, this is where they're going to get hold of the ball. Just keep it and slow it down. But again, they're closing down Sneaky Fox and getting the ball. Palmer nice and alive.
Off of Gorski. Feel like these teams, especially when they're playing a lot of players that they know who they are, they respect them, that they're more cautious here tactically. Yeah,
and as I said, that probably go for the next 5 or 6 minutes, and then once the subs start kicking in and changing over, and as I said, there's a lot of bragging rights at stake, and they know each other very well, and they respect each other. You know, they've all played, most of these players, at a high level. And again, they've been teammates. You know, demerits there as well. The Vancouver player played a lot of time at Watford in the Premier League. DeMarcus Beasley would have been with him in multiple squads. It's great to see. As Katie rightly said, it's nicer that Mark McGee said they're all here. At least they're here for another day.
Corner here, Sneaky Fox. Set up and just offline. Rising up with the opportunity, Steven Lenhart won an MLS title as a rookie with the Columbus Crew.
And that's that type of delivery that he's thrived on. He's put it into the area, he created a little space coming out so he can attack the ball. Just his timing was slightly off.
36-year-old almost with our first tally here of the game. As we approach 8 minutes deep, first of 2 20-minute halves. And after 40 minutes of regulation, set that target score time. Trying to see which team will get there first to determine the winner, who will move on to the semis. Good pace for Sneaky Fox from Ian Bennett. Finally punched out. Well, we've got a moment. Katie downstairs with a legend.
I am with the Dwayne De Rosario himself as he steps off the field here. Take me on to the field. What were these first 7-8 minutes like from your perspective?
Yeah, I think everyone's feeling each other out a little bit, being a little bit cautious, which is normal for cup matches. As the time goes, tired legs are going to kick in, chances are going to open up, and we're looking to expose them in that. we got a couple knocks. The heat is obviously playing a factor, so we're just trying to really pace ourselves.
Is there any way you can expose them right now, or is it just adjusting on the fly?
I think we're both not exposing each other right now. We're playing very direct, but again, once the game starts to go, you're going to see more and more chances start to happen.
Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Respect on both sides and trying to probe and plot their way towards a goal. Konopka stumbled, but
got there in the end.
Yeah, keeled over the right way for the big man. Pride of Providence College soccer. His time bouncing around through MLS. Swerves one near side.
And that's sometimes a little being cautious, as Ario said, because you don't want to play out from the back, just in case you concede a goal, particularly in a knockout competition. The first goal is vital for the team that obviously gets it or conceding it. So that's why they are going a little bit direct. There will be a few little nerves in there, as well as these players have played. There's $1 million to go for, and you're only a couple of games away from that.
That was the John, tried to play it through. Deflected away. Slides back for Aaron Mond, leaving off for another Fighting Irish alum, Nick Beasler. Turn centering ball. DeJohn sends it back in. Ultimately ends up in the hands of Toth.
Yeah, watch out, we're back on that left-hand side, number 5 for Jimmy Conrad's team, and DeMarcus, he's got a sweet left foot. There was a couple of deliveries he did earlier, and he has no hesitation, and that's an area that they will try and exploit. If you can get it on that sweet left foot and put it into a dangerous area, you just need runners to get in.
Yeah, the youngest member of Conrad Beasley United, Jack Beck, out of Michigan State with that nice ball. Press there from Sneaky Fox. Konopka, quick rollout. Halfway through.
Well, that's good play. Now they're starting to find a little bit of rhythm now. They're getting a bit more comfortable with the surroundings.
Beck trying to ping it back across.
And that's sort of the game plan that we've seen, is like intricate passing and then finding a little bit of space. And it's the same closer to the goal for the goalkeeper to try and put them off. Is can you get it short, keep the ball, and then a nice little pass to open it up so the goalkeepers have to adjust quickly and try and get their feet across.
And as we've seen throughout, getting used to there being no offside and worrying about those players, especially in some of those diagonal balls.
Yeah, because it's a natural reaction for a defender. Okay, let him run, he's offside, you know, a throw-in. Okay, it goes out. Normally as a throw-in, you can get set, you can organise, but there's multiple balls here. Put it down, you can play it in. And whether you're 10 yards out, it's still an opportunity to put the ball into the penalty area. So there's lots of things that the players, and I echo again what I've said a couple of times, defenders are used to tackling. That's part of their job. It's what it says on the lid. You've got to be able to tackle and defend, but you can't go in with sliding tackles.
Dero trying to put it in quickly. Lucas Roque out there now. Sensational player in the indoor game, number 8 in blue. Also another guy with big-time beach experience. Long ball there from Konopka right to his opposite number. Toth at the other end.
Yeah, that's, again, touching man. He's normally been very good with his feet, passing the ball out. He just wants to be cautious and a little bit too heavy with his weight. That's a little bit of nerves. His quality has to be better if you're going to go into your superstar up front. He's got to be able to get hold of the ball.
Players thinking he was out. Raised hand. He got all that experience. Decorated MLS vet raised his hand.
Yeah,
you're going to believe him?
But I would have just kept playing. It's never out until the referee blows the whistle. Probably with Nick Pereira, he looks a bit guilty of the ball running out, so the referee thought body language, it's gone out. But yeah, Jimmy using his experience, Conrad, and making sure that he can't get away from him and the ball trickles out. It's all them little things that are going to give you a hand. But listen, a lot of his friends would have seen that. You all know Jimmy's personality. And again, they're not trying to play it from the back, they're going to go direct. Hit it.
Pereira does hit it. Save Konopka.
That's what he's good at. You know, that's part of that indoor pinning up, post, turn, get your shot off early. We've seen that throughout this. You want to get it into your number 9, your big man down the middle, hold the ball, turn, and have a shot. 4 goals for Pereira in this tournament, including both in the round of 16 win. It's a vicious shot. He's got a good save, good height, one that you'd expect, and Nick, as always, hits the target.
Look at the 36-year-old vet. corner coming here for Conrad and Beasley United. Still searching for our first tally of this quarterfinal.
They got one off the training ground. That's how they got the winning goal. They played short and come in to have a shot, so maybe they've got one there. And Rosario disappoints me. We're just flicking it into the goalkeeper's hands. But they had a good one. Yes, they went in, laid out, first time shot. They're in the quarterfinals.
And they had a 3-1 lead at one point against the Wrexham Red Dragons. Watched it get tied up and then got the game-winning goal in target score time when we were playing 5-on-5. Here still 7-on-7. Patience being displayed, trying to find a good avenue for that first goal of the contest.
And you can hear a pin drop. You know, the crowd are engaged in the game. They know that what's at stake for the players, and not only the chance of being in the semi-final, getting to a final to win $1 million, but also that bragging rights. They know each other. And just to win and celebrate in front of your old colleagues, that's going to be a nice feeling as well. So watch out for that afterwards.
Here Rosario cutting through, coming near side for Carvalho. Hero trying to flip it to himself. Touchdown, corner.
Carvalho, number 11, on that left-hand side here, go in, but then he wants to come in and have an opportunity on his left foot.
Roque for Gorski. Big shot, blocked in front.
Just having a good spell at the moment. Keeping the ball, a couple of opportunities. This is where they can be dangerous.
Pereira.
Keep it moving, hit it.
Opportunity, foot save, Konopka.
Holden just got caught underneath the ball, but now the counter-attack, but he's sprinting back to help out, but this is what he wants, one-on-one.
De Rosario. Toth closing down the near side.
He needed help. He's saying straight away, I needed a bit of help. I did my magic on the sideline. I need someone to push forward. As you said, 4 games in a short space of time. Then you're playing in this type of game, in the heat, in the conditions. As I said before to Katie, you know, they want to pace themselves, so you don't want to go crazy too early. Oh, you don't want to give the ball away cheaply either.
Well, Konopka able to scoop it just inside the penalty area with Lenhart lurking. Final 4-minute stretch here, opening half. Call on the end. Conrad and Beasley United will have it.
Oh, McGee's getting involved now with the referee. He says there's friends in soccer, just acquaintances. They want to win. Might have to get Katie in the middle of them too, just to push him out, separate him around.
You got him over there. You mentioned the others, Kyle Martino, Jay DeMerit helping out with that squad. Gorski with space, centering ball all the way through. Beasler indeed couldn't get a touch, and now counter here for Sneaky Fox.
Took the bubble and it's gone high and wide. But again, at one end, you're going forward. They feel like they've got an opportunity, want a ball, but just enough white shirts to put them off, and then straight away up the other end. But again, just trying to get that blue shirt in there. And it's a little bit similar to the opportunity I had earlier. There's only one person making that run into the penalty area. You want one near post, one far post to have a chance.
De Rosario had the best opportunity there through him. Beasler had already bypassed it as it went harmlessly to the side. Kick in Sneaky Fox. And these can be entertaining as opposed to the normal throw-ins, and a hard foul near midfield on DeJohn.
Well, you're never going to win that ball. You just let him have the ball, and if you can control it, fine. But what you don't want to do is give away another set piece.
Lenhart trying to leave it off. Shot chance low. Off a body in front and wide. Declan McGlynn, who already has a game winner in this tournament, potentially with the first one of this contest.
Again, that's into the play, keeps his foot moving. Just trying to ricochet that into the corner and just creeps past that left-hand side. He's just trying to adjust his feet now, get it on target if he can, and they feel that maybe a deflection. So that's that best opportunity. Get it into him, left, right, make a runner. I think. They look exhausted, the players, don't they?
Yeah, and thinking about what could be when you're chasing $1 million dream, you let an opportunity slip by. Those are tough memories. Try to put it aside and keep rolling here in the final minute, opening half.
Definitely the Sneaky Fox bench is a lot more animated. There's people jumping up and down. McGee, Raimondo, they're really engaged in this game, where Marcus Beasley's more quiet, reserved. He'll let his players do the talking, but there's a lot of activity on that bench.
Flipped up. Blasted down. Trying to find Chandler Hoffman on the far end of it. UCLA product.
This is what I've expected. I think the first half was just a feeling out period, just to get used to each other, just to get used to the games from yesterday, the heat, the conditions. I expect in the second half there'll be some changes, but from my point of view, Sneaky Fox are looking a little bit more engaged in the game.
A lot of long-time, big-time American pros playing here to keep the dream alive for $1 million prize for their team. Scoreless first half for Conrad and Beasley United Sneaky Fox FC. Second half coming up at TST. The soccer tournament is brought to you by Ally, proud ally of TST. Do it right. By Aviation American Gin, the official gin of TST. And by UFOS, the official active recovery footwear of TST. Here at the soccer tournament in North Carolina, scoreless here after one half of play between Conrad and Beasley United Sneaky Fox FC. Again, look at the bracket here. Teams that are left, some good games coming up. How about Jeff Cameron and Breck Shea with Bladen Grass FC?
Yeah, I mean, they'll be looking to another, again, US legends that have been playing. We've got a couple, obviously, that are involved in this game. And don't write off Como. They look electric. They've got one of the best players in the tournament as well. So that's going to be a very intriguing game later on.
SLC FC with a lot of top flight players from north of the border in Canada, and Zala FFF led by another MLS legend and AJ De La Garza, all vying to work their way to the semis and ultimately to that championship prize, $1 million for that title tilt coming Sunday, 3 Eastern on CNBC. Ready for more action here. We guarantee we're going to have at least one goal. Rules are set up that way here at TST. The soccer tournament is brought to you by Ally, proud ally of TST. Do it right. By Aviation American Gin, the official gin of TST. And by UFOs, the official active recovery footwear of TST. Fans enjoying the sun and the soccer here at TST. Conrad Beasley United, Sneaky Fox FC. Ready to begin half number 2 here from Cary, North Carolina. And again, at the end of this second 20-minute half of regulation, we set the target score time. It's the leading team score +1. First team to reach that target score wins the game. But if we don't get there, every 5 minutes we don't achieve a target score, each team loses a player. Go down to 6-on-6, 5-on-5. We've seen it down to 2-on-2, one field player and a goalie this weekend.
It's fantastic. I love it. It's a great rule.
It's been tremendous. Electric finishes. Every game ends on a goal. Part of the genius here of TST. See if things open up a little bit for each of these teams coming here in half number 2 before we get to target score time.
That'll bring a changing goal as well.
Absolutely.
That's one off the textbooks. Right, the gloves are off. They've had a little feel of each other. See how they are. Let's get out there and play.
Hugo da Silva subbing in second half there for Beasley United. So the veteran who's played for Brazil and the U.S. almost had a test there early on that flying opportunity. Quincy Amarikwa trying to get the first one of the game with a touch of brilliance.
It was. Well, one, it's a wonderful ball, and even Jimmy Conrad's giving him a round of applause as well. But look at the ability. Just unfortunately, it just went past that post. But there's a sign of things to come. Hopefully, we haven't. I don't think we've had a bicycle kick in the game so far, or the tournament.
That would have been a gorgeous one with a 35-year-old vet. How about that? You're sitting there watching the bench like DeSilby come in, and somebody's trying to ride the bike right when you get in there in the first minute. And maybe that's a sign of things to come here in this second half for offensive opportunities. Good step up defensively for McGlynn.
Yeah, they've really done a good job, Sneaky Fox, on number 11. Jimmy Conrad's team, and Marcus Beasley just closing Riera down. Cavallo, he can't get on the ball, and he's one of them players that he's got a sweet left foot. Just a little bit of afters as well. Jimmy's on the floor again. Just a little shove in the back.
A little assistance there from Amarikwa.
He's okay. He's still down, and that's not like him to be down.
Remember, he took a little bit of a knock right in the first couple of minutes, and now same here again to start half number 2. It's interesting, as the man with the name on this team, along with his old running mate DeMarcus Beasley, Jimmy opting to play. DeMarcus Beasley was asked if he had any interest to play, and he said 0%. He said, my competitive days are over.
Well, he just got into the Hall of Fame, DeMarcus, so he probably just wants people to remember him as he was, not what he is now. But he could still play. Looks as fit as a fiddle, sweet left foot. But knowing Jimmy as I did, I spent time with him in Qatar in the World Cup. He'll keep playing and keep going. He's got a love for the game, the appetite, enthusiasm.
Good to see him up and going. While we've got a sec, downstairs to Katie.
I'm here with Nick Raimondo, who's acting as an assistant coach on the sideline. What was the message at the half?
Yeah, just on the defensive side, can we react a little bit more when we turn over the ball, get in good shape when we're defending, and then offensively, when we're going direct, can we have a little bit more movement underneath? Can we pick up that ball from our number 9 and get our attackers in the right spots?
Is there anything you can really take advantage of with them right now?
No, I think it's been a pretty even match. Everybody's kind of intertwining, switching players. Now they're using their goalkeeper as another attacker. So we got to pick our right times to go and make sure we go together.
Appreciate the time.
Yep, no problem.
It's another good man with thoughts on your bench. He picked up a calf injury in training, so really hasn't been able to do much on the field.
They've got 15 assistant coaches over there as well. I mean, Katie's got one of them. There's about 10 of them to choose from. You've got Carl Martinez over there. McGee's arguing again with the fourth official. Nick now wants to be a coach. Mind you, Mike was like that as a player. He was always arguing with someone. Yeah. Alan Gordon, there's another one. They're all over there.
Been some interesting chatter throughout the week for a lot of these teams.
You can imagine they're all laughing and joking for the first 2 or 3 hours and telling how the younger players how good they was and what they're missing out on. But yeah, it's all part of it. It's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of quality, a lot of hard work, some wonderful goals.
The Silva's rocket up the middle.
And Silva coming in, I think a lot of part of that is very, very good with his feet. He will come out of the box, and there's another player down as well.
Set in. Gorski with a chance. Smacked away. And now finally touched out by Conrad, and we'll see about the other player down.
Again, they had a chance to kick the ball out, but this will give you're seeing now a lot of players, a lot of substitutes coming on. This is when they're using their time.
I believe it's Alex DeJohn.
Maybe just yards as his legs come out, maybe his back and something. So it's giving them a bit of time just to recoup, get together. JD Merritt's over there as well, another top player, but another coach. He's got his glasses on, he's got his sleeves cut off. He's like a movie star over there.
A lot of options on both benches for these teams.
Look at him. He could still play. He's got arms like you.
Better feet, though.
He's got bigger calves.
Guy with his experience for the United States, with Watford in England, MLS 2. Great to see all these guys still getting it done and mixing it up with some of the younger generations too.
You know what they all are as well? Good characters, good people. You know, and that's why they love being together for the 4 or 5 days, however long it is. They're going to make the most of it and have a good chat with each other and reminisce a little bit. talk about, but they're all good people. You know, I've been in this country 15 years, and you get to know the good ones and the bad ones, and a lot of them here, they're all together, and it's fun. You know, they gravitate to each other, they have a good team spirit, they're competitive, they want to win, they want to do well, but at the end of it, they're going to have good sportsmanship, shake hands, and then move on to the next thing.
Rosario trying to play it in. Everything just a touch off to have those flashes of brilliance for these teams with all of the skill displayed on this pitch right now.
And that's two things. That's one, fatigue, playing so many games in a short space of time, but also there's a little bit of nerves. There's tension in the air, and you tend to overhit balls or overhit them because you don't want to be short, because someone may take the opportunity and take a chance on goal. So you end up being a little bit more powerful with your passing or your crosses, and this is what he wants. Pin up, and can he get someone involved?
Pereira trying to use his frame to get free. Hands, though, on Gorski. And a foul. Back downstairs to Katie.
I'm here, guys, with Jimmy Conrad, who's gritting through this one on the sideline with me. Jimmy, take us out onto the field. Where can you guys take advantage, influence the game right now?
Yeah, I think we got to find our striker, Dwayne De Rosario, up top. Obviously, he's got plenty of sauce and so much talent. So the more we can get him in good spots to make plays, the better opportunities we're going to have. But we got to be patient too. So it's there's a lot to unpack here with that question, but it's hot. The field's playing a little bit slow. It's sticky. So you have to take all that into consideration. We got to be thoughtful about our subs. So yeah, we're having fun out here, Katie. I think that's what you're asking. But yeah, we're having a blast.
Exactly. Thank you.
Sure.
Almost a live goal reaction. That would have been fun.
I was going to get Katie to ask him, why is he always laying on the floor then? He keeps rolling around on the floor. Tell him to stay on his feet.
Trying to deal with the conditions and with a good side in opposition here. Two teams with a lot of experience, still searching for that first goal.
And they know each other so well. That's where you know their strengths, their weaknesses. When speaking to some of the players throughout this tournament, when you're playing against a little bit of the unknown, what a save. A little bit of the unknown, you're not sure what's happening, but they know when to turn, where's their weaker foot, where's their strong foot. They know each other inside out.
Declan McGlynn, maybe the best chance of the game. One coming back for Conrad, and Beasley, big save, rebound, knocked in. Flashing through Carvalho. 1-0, Conrad Beasley United.
Now, touched on, he's a clever player, and that's a clever finish. But at one end, big save, and then they go down the other end and they're clinical. They go in numbers, and this is hit with a lot of power. Hits him in the face, and that's a deft little touch, just with that outside of the foot. He can't do it with his right foot, he's predominantly left-footed. This is a lot of power behind that. Wow. And it just bounces kindly for Conrad and Beasley United, and he tucks that in. A sweet left foot, he got the winner against Wrexham, and now he seems to have got the first goal, and it's goal time.
Aaron Mon with an absolute cannon right off the mug of Toth, who, as he was trying to collect himself, watched the ball go behind him.
And he's after going to be okay, because Nick Romano would be the goalkeeper to come in, but he's carrying an injury. So, you know, obviously you can't change him over the soccer's goalkeeper. So that was one in the face, and hopefully he's okay. He looks a bit shook up. He went straight over to see if he's okay, but there was no doubt about the finish. Guerrero, sweet little touch. And that's what this tournament's been about. At one moment, Silva makes an excellent save, comes back down the other end, 3 against 2, bounce falters you, and end up 1-0 up. Psychologically, that's a big moment for them. I know 10 minutes to go in the game in this, but it gives them a huge lift.
5th goal of the tournament for the Brazilian. Sneaky Fox looking to get a quick equalizer.
Yeah, they've still got time, and again with the target goal, you've got that opportunity to get into it, so they won't panic too much, but you can just see it took them off. The reaction from the bench as well, from Conrad and Beasley's team there, joining in with the fans, pumping the air. They know it was a big, big goal.
Pereira trying to shake free.
They're trying to get people to push up, but they can't. You know, the heat, the conditions, it's very, very difficult to press, and you've got to pick at the right time.
Turnover. Pereira with options either side. Shot just through. Ian Bennett had a look with the left foot.
Yeah, just skipped up a little bit, and that's Jimmy rightly said the surface was slow, but that's what Nick Pereira wants. Hold the ball up. Has he got runners? Can he bring someone else into the game? With the bounce of the ball, it just sat up slightly. Get his left foot around the ball.
Connor chesting down. Surge up here from Adrian Mariappa. Under 10 left to go in regulation. Potentially some stoppage time added on. Then we'll set the target score and get to target score time. Chance for trailing team to have a shot. And again, in this game, 1-0 game, under 10 minutes to go, you'd start to see all the stall tactics come out. Not here. Got to keep on trying to score. Make that lead as large as possible. Centering pass. Back over for Hoffman. Pereira tracking back to the defensive end. Easy pickup for Toth.
Yeah, with Hoffman, number 4, and back in the team, number 5, you've got good energy on that left-hand side. They interchange really well. They close down. Holden's come back on for Sneaky Fox as well here, try and get involved in the game.
Sneaky Fox looking for the right combination now. Toth will try it from distance. Took a redirect in front.
Here we go.
With him out of the net. Big swing there from De Silva.
He can strike a ball. That's what I'm saying, that strategy of bringing him on for the second half. One, he's very, very good with his feet, obviously, but he's a good person coming out. He understands the game. He communicates really well to his back line.
Lenhart. McGlynn. Low ball through, but nobody on the other end.
You can see the blue shirt just spreading the field out.
Nice ball downfield for De Rosario.
What a touch, what a strike as well.
How about that? 50-yard pass off the foot of De Silva. Spot on. D-Row again.
Oh, what a ball again. You know, he's such a clever player. He's passing it through Holden's legs. He just wants someone to make that run. Silva pings the ball into him. He stops it on a dime and then he swivel around, have a shot, and they're not even set.
Gorski. Under 6 to go in regulation. Sneaky Fox trying to find at least one, but they'll still have a chance in target score time even if they don't get one here in regulation. Beauty of TST. Foul far side. Zach Lloyd dumped.
They're in no rush. You know, they see Sneaky Fox trying to make some subs, but I thought the overhead kick was coming. I thought he was flicking it up for himself to do an overhead kick.
Conrad feeling the heat of Holden behind him.
He's done well, Jimmy. You know, he looks after himself off the field, and Holden's no slouch either. He keeps himself in good condition. Jimmy's done great. He had a tough battle yesterday against Wrexham, and I think he managed the hold-up play very well, using all his experience. He'll tell you how good he is as well. Jimmy.
De Rosario. Mon looking to get space
Hey guys, it's Katie down here on the sideline, and I got to jump in. You're talking about Jimmy Conrad, Dwayne DeRosario, and Jimmy said when he got this team, the first call he made was to Dero. He said, I don't care that he's 45 years old. He's that kind of player. We need him on the team, and they built around them. He said he even got a couple calls from another team, but they did the full court press on him. He said, we wanted him because he's relentless. You love that about him as a teammate. You hate it when you play against him, but he said specifically in 7v7, there are going to be so many times when little mistakes are made, and because he is relentless, he never gives up. Having his quality and that type of player and leadership on the field would be the difference maker.
And not surprising that guy top 10 all-time in MLS goals has scored in 3 of the first 4 games coming into this one for Conrad and Beasley United.
You need your special players, and not only that, look at him working back now.
Cut inside.
And there's Jimmy throwing himself at the game. You know, who's saying that this game is over? They're both of them, you know, high-fiving each other, closing down. Going, what I said before, you know, good characters, good people. You know, he's your number one. He's a special player. He can score goals, hold it up. You all right, Jimmy? let Jimmy get a seat. He looks like he's going to fall over.
Hey, another 40-something. Trying to get something done. Chris Wingert there with that last shot attempt for Sneaky Fox. MLS fixture for well over a decade.
It's Brad Evans coming on. He's still fit as well, the Seattle Sounders legend. Number 3 for Sneaky Fox. He's got good experience.
In the corner at battle, Amarikwa.
See, normally you'd push people in and close them in, Sneaky Fox, so you can't, because if it was a throw-in. But now they can go up the field, they can get away from their own goal, and whether it's hitting it 30, 40 yards and you're away from your defensive area. The rule that helps everybody out, because normally you start closing down. It's a tactic that you use. Give them throwing away and close them in, but...
While we've got a moment, how about our ally save of the match here?
Beautiful save. Big, he comes out, big presence, he goes down the other end. This is just as good as scoring a goal, and he actually pushes up. Look at his reaction. Turns, good heights, blocks it out quickly, and then it goes, what, 7, 8 seconds later, it's in the opposition back of the net, and that just shows you how important the goalkeepers are.
De Silva coming on second half.
Don't tell them that load of goalkeepers how important they are. They're a strange bunch. They're probably like catchers in baseball and people like that. They're their own way. Just let them get on with it.
Toth, he'll take a rip. Again, scored a game-winning goal earlier in group play here for Sneaky Fox. Dangerous spot here. Wow. Had to elevate for the head. Pops down.
That's the second one as well, obviously from the save earlier, but with Brad Evans just bouncing the ball up, he's had to come and head the ball. I think it's an honest collision. But
yeah. And the official realizing that Toth had taken a shot to the face before with another contact here on the head. He stopped it, I think, to make sure he got attention.
Yeah, and I think that's the name of the game. And we've seen a lot of head injuries, a lot of problems. And that Mike McGee again in the middle talking to the ref. But as he just bounced out, it's an honest attempt. You know, he's not gone with his elbow. He's not led with his arm. It's the two heads. And as you rightly said, the referee did the right thing just to make sure both players are safe and okay. Mike McGee's just come on just to make sure he's okay as well.
And Toth knows all about being a goaltender, family tradition. Grandfather, father, both played goal. Dad, longtime indoor player. His sons followed suit.
He's in my part of the world, the Soccers, and it's a big part of the community there. They've done so well. And Craig Charles was here. And Nick Pereira's had a chance to play for the Soccers. So there's a lot of history and a lot of pride for playing for that franchise.
And Chris Tooth, guys, he's overcome 2 heart surgeries. So, like, everything he's been through in life, this is nothing on the field.
Pereira.
He's gone again.
De Silva taking another swat at it. Why not here towards the end of regulation, although they've added 2 minutes of stoppage time before we get to target score time.
Again, a goalkeeper has a good reaction, good save, and then his first thought is, can I go down the other end and score a goal from 50, 60, 70 yards out? That's quite remarkable what Katie said. No, the heart problems and then to play. You're right. Scoring a goal, conceding a goal, that's the least of his worries.
Chipped in. Sneaky Fox trying to get another run. Valio creating havoc, but does get whistled for the infraction.
Yeah, it doesn't give Evans any time to get on the ball, be composed. He closed him down straight away.
Sneaky Fox, 3 goals in all 3 of its group wins, a pair in its round of 16 matchup. Right now, none through regulation.
Good idea, though. Good idea. Just trying to see if he could bring his teammate into play, but again, opening goal, good goalkeeper who's aware of the situation.
Long ball. Pereira pulls it down.
That's what he's wanted. He's want that.
How about that? Haul in with the toe.
I'm not sorry, I'm laughing. I'm seeing Mike McGee screaming at the official again.
Conrad and Beasley United had defenders scurrying back to close down the gap.
But he wants that, you know. Nick, he gets his body, just eases out. It's not a foul because he's just eased him across, and then he's just trying to get the ball out of his feet. That's the opportunity that he wanted. And
regulation is done. Target score time coming up. The target score is 2. Opportunity there for Sneaky Fox to still get it done, but 1 more goal for Conrad and Beasley United will do it. TST, the soccer tournament, another game that ends on a goal. They all do. It's next. Target score time has arrived through both halves. We set the target score. It's the leading team's number +1. So here we've got a target score of 2. First team to get to 2 goals wins. But for every 5 minutes we don't get there, each team has a player taken off. So we go from 7-on-7 after 5 minutes to 6-on-6. Another 5 minutes down, potentially to 5-on-5. We'll see how it shakes out. Ready for our target score time coin toss, brought to you by soccer.com. One team will get possession, one team the opportunity to defend its desired side. You're not really shocked with how this one's played out, are you?
No, not with the quality, not the understanding of each other's players. You know, a lot of these have probably shared a room together, travelled together, been on training fields together, so they know each other inside out, their habits, and it doesn't surprise me at all. But now what you're going to see, and I think what they said earlier, you know, the managers, is who wants it more, who's the one that's going to be able to dig in, who's the one that's going to be able to make that run to stop a goal, who's the one that's going to go forward to score a goal, and that's going to be the difference. And there's a lot of players with a lot of pride out there at the moment.
Sneaky Fox FC been perfect thus far, winning all 4 of its games to get to this point. Conrad Beasley United survived the loss in their 2nd game of group play to still finish 2nd in Group F. Both teams victorious in the round of 16, but now it's win or go home and lose that chance to take that pot of gold at the end of the tournament, the $1 million winner-take-all prize.
And that feeling, you don't want to feel that, you know, getting so close. You put so much effort in the last couple of days. You prepared yourself, you're getting ready for this moment. You don't want to be the loser walking off the field. And as I said, not only the bragging rights, but also that opportunity to get through and win that $1 million.
Conrad Beasley United will have possession.
Yeah, they've kept the Silver in goal, as you would expect, because of his, as I said, his way of playing the game, communicating. So they've given him the go to keep going. Toph as well with that head injury. That's something to maybe keep an eye on. Hopefully he's okay. He looks pretty alive and well.
Been a rugged afternoon for him. His team needs a pair of goals to win. Just one will end it for Conrad and Beasley United. Winner on to the semifinals. Win to the corner there for Winger. Lenhart. Slides it back centrally. Low ball looking back for the man that played at Lenhart. Back towards midfield.
Play on. Got player off. Keep going. This could be the chance.
Here it is. Conrad Beasley United continuing to play. And the shot just over top of the target. The man that's got the goal thus far, Cavallo.
Rosario as well. Good, smart play as well. You know, the referee hasn't blown it. We should put it down and play. Make the decision for the ref. A little bit of hesitation and just give enough time for the white shirts to Sneaky Fox players to get back. It's that professionalism. It's always your ball. Well, if he got his head up, the keeper was out. Toph was out. And he has got a good enough technique. Cavallo with that left foot to hit it.
10 shots in the game overall for Sneaky Fox FC, 8 for Conrad and Beasley United. 5 saves combined for the group of Conrad and Beasley United between Kanopka and De Silva. Both credited with 4 saves to this juncture.
This is something obviously that we've seen a lot at this stage, where the goalkeepers can come up and be that outfield player, keep sneaking forward so they can maybe have a shot.
Good ride-off work coming defensively from Perea.
That's where you've got to take the opportunity, Sneaky Fox. Jimmy Conrad's running off. They haven't got the sub on, so you've got one man up, and it may only be for 8 or 9 seconds, but that's when you've got to try and get the ball forward and go along and try and get that opportunity to get that first goal for you.
And both of these goalies not shy about getting up in support. And able to save on the edge is Ameriqua.
Well, you can just feel it in the air, the tension, you know, they're so close.
Just about 3 minutes in here to target score time. About 2 minutes remaining before each team will lose a player. We go down to 6-on-6.
They're just quickly trying to make us up now. Let's get Palmer on. Don't need it. Morgan's trying to get on the ball. You don't need. Let Toph get on the ball. Let him be the playmaker.
Connor twisting away from traffic. Cross near side for Winger.
Again, who's back defending? Who's the one helping out to make that extra man?
Out to John with a nice play. And then a haul down near midfield, and that will be a card.
Yep, there we go.
Calistri gets booked.
And that's an easy call for the ref. And just got the wrong side of him, and there's the ball, goes down, tells the referee. You take that though, because he's the other side of you, and you know if he scores, you're out. So you do whatever you need to do just to pull him back.
Target score 2. And now a call at the other end. Not sure if it was Di Rosario trying to set up shop there.
Yeah, it was. They was pinning him in and just holding and pushing, and referee just felt he's had enough. They've done a good job on Pereira. He had the one opportunity because he's a talented player. They've not really let him have a range or the skill that he wants where he can pin up, post up and get a shot off. He's had one opportunity.
Try to operate from the high post for the moment. Centering ball, header on, save made. Opportunity on the rebound. Ian Bennett thinking maybe he was fouled or they should look for a penalty, but there's no VAR
I think he
here.
thinks it's over the line. I think we're right behind it, and I think that is blaming for that. It could have gone over the line. We haven't obviously got the technology. It's a good header. It just bounces through, but it's a hard call to make. It's a good head. He's done the right thing to head it down. So we've just done enough. I know he's in the goal. That's the thing, but the whole ball has to be over the line. It's not just part of the ball. The whole ball has to be over the line.
Well, De Silva going down, ricocheted off both of his legs and out. Bennett can't believe it.
They're the little moments when you think, is it your day?
And while we've had that stoppage, each team has lost a player. We're down to 6v6 here at least for the next 5 minutes. So a little more space, less players, and another look at that near goal.
Yeah, we do whatever you can for goalkeeper to stop it in, and Bennett just heading it and pushing it down. It's very, very difficult to say the whole ball. And again, I have to emphasise, it's not just part of the ball. The whole ball has to be over that white line to be given a goal. Normally in other games, you'd have a little monitor on the referee's arm, a buzzer would let him know, but that's what makes it exciting.
So Sneaky Fox that close to evening the score.
But Bennett did the right thing. You always thought it was a good head it down, and hopefully then it would bounce over the line, but De Silva again showed his quality of just coming out and smothering it.
Bennett again trying to create some havoc just outside the box. Goal kick though here for Conrad and Beasley United.
Yep. Subs coming on and off, fresh legs, using this time very, very wisely. Beck comes back on, he's a lively player. Number 5. One with that left foot.
Jimmy Conrad.
Go on, hit it.
Thinking
Jimmy.
about it.
Yeah, hit it, Jimmy. Be a hero.
Ultimately tried to find Hoffman lurking at the edge of the box.
They've definitely got the system sorted out much better, Conrad and Beasley, where he comes up down the field, they spread it out, they make lots of space, and now they're just waiting for maybe a little bit of movement in behind. Go on, hit it.
Tough ball. De Silva out, now screaming back.
One thing with Beck, that's why he's on that left-hand side, number 5 Beck, because Bennett is quick and he can take you on, but so is Beck. He's got good left foot, good defensive qualities. I wonder with Bennett, would he be thinking about that moment of getting the ball in the back of the net? He is again.
Multi-time all Big Ten performer for the 22-year-old Michigan State Spartans.
There's the bench over there, they can't believe it. All 17 assistant coaches.
Desperate to try to keep their quest for the $1 million prize alive. Sneaky Fox again needs 2. Conrad and Beasley United only need 1 to end it to get to the target score of 2. And probably about 90 seconds or so away from going down to 5-on-5. If we keep losing more players aside, does that favor either one of these teams, you think?
I think it would favour Conrad and Beasley's team, just because they're a little bit more athletic with their players and the keeper. I think he's got that ability to hit a ball 50, 60 yards, accuracy to put it in the back of net. I just think he may be that X factor that they needed, and again, a good sub.
Pereira. Defenders draped all over him. A trio of them in the vicinity.
But that's what he wants. He wants you close so he can feel you and turn you. Stay off of him, and he's not sure where you are. Another good block again. Could this be the moment? They're man up. Have they got enough quality to get it in?
Winger turns, overshot it.
Oh, Demerit thought it had gone in. Jay Demerit's on the field. He thinks they've scored, but just leaning back again. How many times have we said that? He comes inside. Keep your body down. Keep low. You can just see he's leaning back and he's off balance. Come back inside and then just compose yourself for a second and hit it hard and low. That's your better chance rather than going high. In the end, it goes high and wide.
Longtime player for Real Salt Lake. Can't equalize yet. About ready to go down to 5-on-5 here. Still trying to get to our target score of 2.
See how they create the space now. They all push up and allows him to keep wandering up the field. Just making sure he's talking to his back line that someone's there.
Big shot from
Carvalho. I don't know whether there was...
He thinks it is.
Yeah, I'm looking at this thing. I think there was a bit of contact. Someone else now, off they go.
No handball called. Down to 5-on-5.
But is it deliberate? Is it an unnatural position? I think he's put it out to save it. I think looking at that again, he may have got away with one there.
Again, no VAR, no replay. We play on. And each player losing another performer on the field. 5v5.
2 players on the field now with...
Ameriqua sends it into space. Sneaky Fox trying to hustle. And now
this is
with
what you want,
numbers down.
1-on-1. Now, can you take him on? You've got to be quick.
Let off. Saved by Toth. Denies Mon.
He just didn't get enough contact, just not hard enough. It's a good break, and then you just think, get good contact, but he just scuffs it into the ground, and that's enough for Toth to come out and smother it. If he hits it with a bit more belief, a bit more clinical, that could have ended up in the back of net, and it's game over.
All the intrigue here with the guarantee that this game's going to end on a goal. Losing team still with a shot. Toth takes a rip from distance, deflects out.
That got the biggest cheer. Little back heel. Toth had a good shot. It was blocked out, but a spectator, and they love it.
Quality recognizes quality.
Cool as you like. Just back-heeled it back onto the field. One of the spectators. Beautiful. That's part of the fans have well been involved.
Chance there again. Opportunity for Winger, and another one flighted high. And Sneaky Fox FC here, 14 shots in the game, but just 6 of them on frame.
Right, remind me what we got there. 4-on-4, 5-on-5. Here we go.
Opportunity there for Di Rosario. Toth shutting down the near side, but corner coming up.
And there's that indoor soccer goalkeeper, you know, big presence, don't go down, let it hit your face, shoulder, whatever it is. That's the understanding, because normally as a goalkeeper you're going to dive down because the goals are bigger. He knows that it's a smaller area for someone to try and get a shot on, and that's why he comes out and just stands big and says, beat me.
Again, right now, 4 field players and a goalie.
He's in.
Beck cruising in and trying to use that strong left foot.
Well, he had a good opportunity just to pass it to the back post. Mazzo's got a tap in.
Target score of 2. Clock still moving. Another 5-minute increment nearing conclusion. Deflected there in front.
And
Pereira.
Who's deflecting it? Rosario again coming back. And when they tapped him up and kept him in the books, he's going end to end.
Through ball there, and an own goal ties the game.
He just couldn't adjust his feet. He's coming back. He's got the work rate and effort, and that's that little lifeline that they needed. They worked the ball well. I'm just trying to feed it in, Rosario, and it's just that left foot of Beck just tips it into an empty net. His goalkeeper couldn't do anything about it. He just couldn't adjust his feet, and that's fatigue. That's tiredness of working hard, coming back. He couldn't get out of his feet. Not a lot he can do about it, but that's a big moment, obviously, in the game. And next goal wins.
Wow. changing in a flash. Target score of 2. Golden goal time here at TST. That next goal will push one of these sides through to the semifinal.
He's trying to inch forward so he can come and maybe have a shot.
Di Rosario with the flick. Roque. D-Ro takes a crack. Just flushed it wide.
Yeah, just tried to shift and then hit it with the right foot and bend it into that corner. Get another one off.
Whistle sounds, down to 4-on-4 now.
Yeah, just trying to use the defender again to bend it into that corner. Just couldn't get his foot enough around the angle. Again, with the goals being smaller.
So a little more space. One less player for each team. 3 field players. And the goalies, who now are up big time in support, actively trying to help get a game winner.
It was a fault as well at some point to take a goalkeeper out and put an outfield player who's a lot more comfortable, should I say, on the ball. Not always, because I think goalkeepers now have to be good on the ball, but there's the thought of maybe bringing out.
Sent back in front. Holden pushing it through.
I mean, look at everybody on the sideline is standing up. Look at all the players. You know, these are players that have won MLS Cup, played in World Cups, been around. They're all standing up engaged. There's people pointing everywhere. I think that just shows you what it means to these players.
Trip to the semi-final round to the winner, putting them just 2 wins away from the $1 million winner-take-all prize. Holden. Pereira working on the near side. Toth already has a game winner when the numbers were down in target score time during this tournament.
I think everybody's willing. He's in if he hits it. This is what he wants.
Pereira with a left foot, the game winner for Sneaky Fox.
Told you, that's what he wants, one-on-one.
Sneaky Fox, streaky Fox, it lives.
And sneaks it in. Just had enough. I mean, the turning point obviously is the own goal, and obviously Beck could be devastated, but he's holding in the camera. There they go. Again, manipulate. Now he gets it. Now he wants one-on-one. This is what he wants. Done it indoor soccer. Shift it, hit it. Just, it doesn't have to be with enough power. It just has to be accuracy to put in. There's a wonderful angle here. Lets it run enough and just takes it early. See where he goes. He's got no chance. He can't move his feet. He can't get down. It's low, and it just flicks into that side netting. Off you go. Go and celebrate.
Use the defender as a screen as well. And Nick Pereira doing what he does, finishing strong to send Sneaky Fox to a 5th straight victory, 2 wins away.
I coached him. I'm taking some credit for this. I'm off the back. I coached him, Katie. Tell him.
Warren Barton upstairs is taking credit. He's going, I coached this guy. I coached this guy. We're not going to let him have credit. But 5 straight wins. We're calling you Streaky Fox. What has it been like for you being a part of this team in this run?
Yeah, I mean, the culture is incredible. We went down, and there was a chance for us to kind of decide that we were going to let things go badly. Calm, collected, bench is a little loud, but collected, and then we just pulled back in, bit by bit, inch by inch, so it was great.
How did you pull back in? Take me on the field and what you guys were able to do to get to this moment that won it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first goal really unlocked it, right? The own goal, which was forced through a combination of passes, Nico and Ewan combining in the box, just creating havoc, and then having a goalkeeper like Chris who can come up and play like an extra player. When you're that low numbers, 3v3, it really makes a difference.
How much are you enjoying target score time? It changes things, doesn't
it's
it?
good because I get an interview after the game, so here I am. Although I'd rather, after a goal, have somebody else come, but it's great. Yeah, it's fun.
Get over there and celebrate.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thank you.
Nick Pereira scored a lot of goals in his career, be it in college and route to a national title. or throughout the indoor game or on the beach. That's another big one for his resume.
And that's where that tactics of indoor beach, you know, being able to manipulate the ball quickly and get your shot off. You know, normally in a game there's another defender around. You haven't got the space to try and do it, but he has there. He gets it out quickly. He has a shot. It wasn't the most powerful shot in the world, but it's enough. But the big turning point was that own goal, and then from there, belief that they could go on and win it. And now they're in the semi-finals, and that one step closer to that $1 million.
No lead is safe in TST. Just a single goal advantage going to target score time. Sneaky Fox taking advantage of the own goal and then adding one themselves from Nick Pereira to push themselves through to the semifinal round. 2 more wins away from $1 million as a team. Thrilling stuff again. Jay DeMerit fired up, along with the rest of the coaches and staff, as this group gets to celebrate and getting ready to work their way over.
And that's a great point as well, celebrating with the fans. You know, obviously got family here as well. They have to go now and put their sign up on the board, which is a big tradition now. So we say we can have a tradition to go up there and to do it.
Let's go downstairs. Katie's with the brain trust of Sneaky Fox.
We're testing our athleticism down here, guys, with this walk and talk so we can put the all-important logo on the board over here, right? Mike, what was this one like from your perspective? And a lot of coaching.
This vodka, it's unbelievable. First of all, I got to apologize to the 4th official, the ref, a chair I kicked. We're so competitive and fired up that I feel bad, but it feels incredible. The boys' work rate's just second to none, and that's why we won. And Jimmy Conrad's team was incredible. So
Nick Pereira specifically credited you, and he said just how you were able to keep everybody so composed, the game plan, the way you guys adjusted. How proud are you of this win in particular?
I think he was just being a good teammate because it was all Nick.
He gets more of the share.
He's been incredible. He actually brought Toth as well. So we owe him everything in the world.
Hey, you keep playing. Go put that up there. Congrats.
Yeah, you give him a bigger slice of the $1 million prize there if you play a little bit better and throw some incentives out for these guys.
I'm sure Mike McGee will make sure. He's lost his voice, he's kicking chairs, he's apologising, but it's that competitive spirit, being with the players, being with the group, having that spirit to keep you going. And if you've got that X factor, and both of them, that's not giving nothing away for Jimmy Conrad's team and DeMarcus Beasley. They had X factors all over, their work rate, commitment, what they've done. But it's about Sneaky Fox, Mike McGee, with his 27 staff that he's got behind him, helping him out. He's got a lot of experience, but they're going to enjoy it and get ready for the next game.
And 2 phenomenal teams going toe-to-toe and finding the game winner from Nick Pereira. Cotter will have the chance to push that Sneaky Fox FC logo onto the semi-final line. And there it is. They'll take on Newtown Pride FC, a winner earlier today in another quarterfinal. 2 more quarters to come to set our field of 4 in the semis, which will come up later on tonight. Don't forget, more quarterfinal action to come here. 3 Eastern Time, Leighton Grass FC against SLC FC. For Warren Barton, Katie with him, and our entire crew, this is Jason App saying so long for now, but come on back for more action galore here from the soccer tournament, TST from North Carolina.